everyone, and welcome to Journey with the Colors. My name is Amanda Color, and today we are back at the Lego table again. So today we are going to be putting together the Notre Dame. Ooh, look at that. I love how this build looks, you guys. So this is number 21061. This is 1,495 pieces to 18 and up, if you need to know. It comes with one instruction manual and 34 bags of Legos to put together to create this build. Now, I will say one thing about some of these newer boxes. I don't like that they don't have any information on them. Does anybody notice that? There's no like how many pieces you're doing. There's no item number, nothing. Just the name and the picture. It's a little strange. I mean, maybe it's on there somewhere and I just didn't look hard enough. Like maybe it's on the bottom and I didn't look on there, but it's strange not to have all that information just right on the box for you. So, but that's okay. All right, so we are starting with bag number 1, of course, and I will get this together and come back and show you guys how it looks with bag number 1. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, you guys, so bag number 1 is done. And of course you get your handy dandy Lego tool in it. And then basically the start of the bottom. I think this is one of the towers it talked about. Let me check here. What was the name of the tower? West Tower, maybe? Hold on. Gotta get back there. Let's see. So, the east side of the cathedral. So this is good. I think they're starting with the part that was completed first. And this part, while the rest of it was being built, was used as the actual church. So they did church services and stuff in this part while the rest of the cathedral was being constructed. So yeah, so this is bag 1. We're moving on to bag 2. So I'll be back. Okay, you guys. So I forgot to film after bag 2. I kind of got into doing it and then forgot. So I actually did bag 2 and 3. But bag 2 was basically the floor here. So all this floor stuff was bag 2. I love that. It's a cool floor. And then bag 3 was basically building this wall here. Okay. All right. So that is the first part. Well, bag 2 and 3 done. And now we're moving on to bag 4 and 5, which is all in one step in the instruction manual. So we'll be doing 4 and 5 together. So I'll be back as soon as those are done. All right, you guys. So bags 4 and 5 are done. Mainly it was extending the 2 walls out here, but then also added some of these, and then some of like the stuff inside here, and then some decorations. Whoops, I didn't realize that was in there. That's not, I'll get that out here in a minute. But putting some decorations on the outside here. And that's pretty much it for now. So we're going to move on to bag 6. And then once we get that done, I'll come back and show you guys what's happened from there. So I'll be back. Okay, you guys. So bag 6 is done. And basically that included putting these on, of course. Also this all right back here for like a second level wall. It's looking pretty good. It's difficult. I am having trouble because there's so many pieces that look alike. I don't sort mine before I put them together, which I know could be part of the problem. And I think this kind of can be repetitive a little bit. And so sometimes I like lose concentration and I put wrong parts in the wrong place. So some of it is definitely my fault. But I think it is a little bit challenging to put this together, and I kind of like it. I like being challenged with Legos. A lot of times I kind of zoom right through them, and this one I've had to go back and take stuff apart because, you know, the image is kind of hard to tell sometimes exactly where everything's supposed to go, and I find out I've put something in the wrong spot or whatever. So yeah, but it seems to be coming along rather nicely, I think. So at least this part is done. But I like a challenge, so it's kind of good to have a super challenging one. Well, super challenging for me. For other people, it may not be so challenging. I just kind of feel like with all the same color pieces that are kind of a lot look alike, even though they may not be alike, but they look alike, it kind of like distracts me from what I'm supposed to be doing. But that's okay. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna go on, oh, and you guys can get a peek down through here too. We're gonna go on to bag 7 and get it put together. And then once it is put together, I will come back and show you guys what that looks like. Okay, you guys, so bag 7 is done. Most of it was doing like stuff up here, and right here. So yeah, so this is it so far. It's looking pretty good. Like I said, I still have to really concentrate on what I'm doing, because sometimes I will just kind of lose focus with all the same color pieces. I don't know why I'm doing that lately. It must be because I am not as used to doing the Legos anymore. But yeah, so it is looking pretty good here. It's still pretty cool looking. I love the floor right there. That it looks so awesome with that floor like that. I love that. Okay. All right, you guys. So now we're going to continue on with bag number 8. So I'll be back. All right. So bag 8 is done. And actually it did quite a bit. Basically finishing off this wall. Putting this all up on top of here. Plus this little balcony looking thing right now. So it actually did quite a bit for bag 8. Really looking kind of cool now. All right, so we are off to bag 9. So I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, you guys, so bag 9 is done. And this actually finishes up the east side of the church as well. So as you can see, it basically was building on most of this here for bag 9. And so after this part was finished on the actual Notre Dame, and they were doing church business in here, so they were holding services and stuff in this part of the church. The construction continued on the south side as part of the, what's it say, the concepts, transept and the bays on the south side of the nave. So we're going to continue working actually basically in front of this part here. So we're going to be coming out this way. So I am going to go ahead and start bag 10, and then I'll come back and when it's finished, and we'll see what we've built with that bag. Be back. All right, you guys, so bag 10 is done, and we're getting ready to start bag 11, but we basically built this whole platform here for the next section. So you build this separately and then attach it to where it was. And yeah, and it's got nice Notre Dame de Paris here. De Paris, I guess. I did take 4 years of French class in high school. Barely remember any of it, but that's okay. All right, so there is that. So the next is bag 11, and I think we're going to be adding on to the floor. So let me get that done, and I'll come back. Okay, you guys, so bag number 12 is done, and like I thought, it was finishing the floor, extending the floor out onto this section. Now, I am having a problem with the underneath of this where it's not holding together as well. So it's just like this under here, and these keep popping. This one right here keeps popping off. And I keep trying to stick it back on, but for some reason, anytime I try to press the pieces up here down, it's trying to pop back off again. So hopefully, as this thing gets built more on here, it'll stop doing that. That's what I'm hoping. Otherwise, I'm not really sure if it's going to hold up when I go to move this when it's, finally finished. So, but anyways, okay, so we are on to bag number 12. And I will be back as soon as that is built. So be back in a minute. Okay, you guys. So bag 12 is done. And basically it was doing these two things here and here. And that's pretty much it. Nothing else has really changed. It was just building those pieces and added them on. So now we are on to bag 13. So I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, you guys. So bag 13 is done, and it was basically building these two walls here. So that's pretty much it. It wasn't too difficult, just kind of the same for this part. But it still takes concentration because you got to do all the little pieces together to make the bigger piece. So. All right, so off to bag 14. So I'll be back. Okay, you guys. So bag 14 is done, and that was mainly putting in all of these little pillars and this front part, and then some of these side pieces here as well. So now the transept is done. And we'll be continuing on basically to like the roof parts and where the gargoyles stand and the rose windows and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and start on bag 15 and get it done. And then I'll show you guys what it does once we get back. Okay, so I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, you guys, so bag 15 is done. And basically this was putting this part here together. And then this top part here was put in with all these little triangles and stuff. So it's looking pretty good. And there's the cool looking doors. It's pretty awesome. Okay. All right, so now the next part is bag 16, and we will get that back to get it together. Can't talk today. And then I'll come back and show you guys how it's looking from there. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so bag 16, I'm sorry, is done. Basically it was just working on these side things here. So on each side, putting these in, and a little bit of up here as well. So that's pretty much all that was done, was just these two things, okay? All right, so now we are on to bag 17, and I will be back as soon as it's done. Okay, you guys, so bag 17 is done, and basically it was this here, which we had to add, you know, some stuff onto to put them on, and then this up here as well. So it's basically finishing trimming those out. So far it's looking pretty cool. I really like it. I still like this tile floor though. It's probably my favorite. Okay, so now we are on to bag 18, and I will be back as soon as that is done. Okay, you guys, so we have finished bag number 18, and that included basically the rose windows. So one on this side and one on that side. Very pretty. I love how they turned out. Okay, so now we are on to bag 19. So I will get that done, and then I will be back. All right, you guys, so bag 19 is done. It's mainly finishing off this top piece here and getting that all together. So far it's looking pretty good, to be honest with you. Pretty good. Okay. All right, so now let's get on to bag number 20. Okay, you guys, so bag 20 is done, which was mainly just putting all of these on both sides. And now we're gonna move on to number 21. It is looking pretty awesome though. Yeah, kind of like it. All right, you guys, so I'll be back as soon as 21 is done. Okay, you guys, so bag 21 is done, and it's basically all of this top part here. So that's just been getting built up, and it's looking pretty good. This part so far has been pretty easy. It's not as confusing as the rounded area back there where you've got to keep putting, you know, things that bend on top of things that bend, which can be a little monotonous. So this is a little bit better. Okay, so on to bag 22. Okay, you guys, so bag 22 is done. Most of it was putting in this last window and doing the arches and stuff up here, and getting that stuff done. So the next bag 23, will be starting the belfries, getting basically the bell towers and stuff in, and the towers on the church in. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started, and I'll be back to show you guys what it looks like after bag 23 is done. Okay, you guys, so bag 23 is done, and as you can see, we've started the belfry towers now. So that's basically what this whole bag was this and this getting built on there. And so now we're gonna move on to bag 24. So I'll be back. Okay, you guys, so bag 24 is done, and basically we've put the tops on the belfries. Now, the hardest part on this is you have to put 40 wands, little wands. See, they're little star wands in here. It's kind of crazy, and there's a lot of them, and they go all the way around. And so that's probably the hardest part about this, is trying to get those in there, and then you have to turn them just right. And then when you go to put all of this stuff on, This is like one big piece that you put together, and then you have to try to put it on at one time. And so you've got to line all these star wands up plus all this stuff up and try to push it all into place. And whew, that was a little hard, but I got it, and it looks fantastic. Mostly. A couple of them are a little too turned. Like that one's a little too turned, but that's okay. I'm not gonna fret about it. It still looks really cool, so that's all that matters. Okay, so now we are on to bag 25. I'll show you guys this up here too. This is the whole thing. So I'll get bag 25 done and be back to show you how it looks. Okay, you guys, so bag 26 is done. And it's basically was just building this whole little rooftop area here. You basically build it as one big piece and then put it on there. Looks pretty good so far, you guys. All right, we're getting there. So pretty much now we're down to like small bags of stuff like this for the rest of the build. So I'm gonna start number 26 and I'll come back when it's done. Okay, you guys, so bag 26 is done and we basically built these two things here. We're gonna be adding on to them with the next bags and then probably putting them on the church here eventually. So the next bags are actually 27 and 28 together. So I will be getting those out. Oh, and I just see there's a few pieces. I'm gonna have to look. I think I just missed those. So I'm gonna have to see where those go. But yeah, so I will get 26 and 27 done and then I will be back and show you guys what's going on. Okay, you guys. So bags 27 and 28 are done. So this was basically the top of the bell towers here. So they look really good. They're not too hard to build. Just take a lot of pieces that go together to build them. But yeah. So now we are doing bags 29 and 30 together. So I will get those two done and I'll come back and show you how they turn out. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, you guys. So bags 29 and 30 are done. And basically it was building these two things here with the wheel and everything on each side of the church, okay? But man, this church is looking fantastic. I love the old style churches, Gothic, whatever, just, you know, all this architectural detail is beautiful. I love it. So to be able to build it is really cool as well. And, you know, it's just fantastic. Not only just because, you know, it's a huge deal to even be able to see the Notre Dame, but to make a building of it, even though it's a lot smaller than what it actually is, it's really cool. It's really pretty. I'm glad I got to do this so I can look at it every day now. Yay. All right, so the next one, the next part of the instructions is for bags 31 and 32, which are right there. And I will get those done and then come back and show you guys what happens after that. And then right now between 31 and 32, we'll have 4 bags altogether, including 31 and 32 left. So we're almost done with this build. So I'll be back in a little bit, you guys. So bags 31 and 32, we're basically just adding a bunch of the little stuff. So like these little points here. Then also these down here were all added along both sides and a little bit on the front as well. So that was mainly it. It's just adding all the little, you know, accessory or the little trimmings to it. And so now we're going to move on to our last 2 bags for 33 and 34. And I'll come back when it's all done and show you the final piece completed. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so it is completely finished. So exciting. Okay, so the final 2 bags of 33 and 34 were basically the 2 antennas up here, then also the large antenna back here. So that was what was all built. And you put these little green men on there, which is really cute. And then also the little trees here along the one side, which is totally awesome. So I will say that this thing, I mean, they really did a great job. And actually from reading the instruction booklet, I learned a few things that I didn't know. Like during the French Revolution, the Notre Dame was basically almost destroyed. And the thing that saved it, I mean, it was even at one time used to hold wine. They just stored wine in the church. So, oh, sorry about all the extra pieces there. I didn't pick them up. But yeah, so was started to get reconstructed again after the book, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, was written. So I think that's really cool that a book is what probably saved this church. And I mean, it definitely was worth saving from the construction of it. Even if you aren't a churchgoer or somebody who likes church, I think almost anybody can admire this building and what it took to construct it and to save it. And then with it catching on fire and, you know, burning a part of it and being, I mean, the overwhelming amount of support it got to get it reconstructed is totally awesome. And from what I've heard, it is open again for services and stuff now. So that is really cool that everybody came together to save this church. And like I said, even if you're not into church or go to church, this is a beautiful building to see. And, you know, Lego letting us construct it is even more cool, and then giving you information on it. So, yeah, so I had no idea that the French Revolution almost destroyed this church. So that was pretty cool to learn. All right, you guys, so this is completely finished. It looks totally awesome. I'm going to go find a place to put it. I'm starting to get shelving again for my Legos, but they're not here yet. So I got to find a place to store it so that this little one or one of the other, or that little one doesn't come and knock pieces off of it. So that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you liked it. Like and subscribe if you like, or don't if you don't. Everyone have a good day. Enjoy your Lego building or whatever other hobbies that you're doing. Just make sure you enjoy whatever you're doing throughout the day. We'll see you later. Bye.